All right, let's talk about the job. Not just a bad job, not just a this is fine meme in real life. I'm talking about the kind of job that makes you question every decision you've ever made, from your college major all the way back to learning how to read. This was the kind of office where you'd sit there blankly staring at your coworkers, wondering who hired you, who looked at this human circus and thought, yes, let's give him health insurance and access to the company printer. And the break room, oh man, we had a microwave from 1998. It made noises that can only be described as a possessed R2-D2. And if you dared to reheat fish, you basically declared war on the entire office. But hey, at least we had free coffee that tasted like burned regrets. Buckle up, because I'm about to take you on a tour of the absolute dumpster fire of an office job I once had. And no, I'm not exaggerating. If anything, I'm actually being way too kind. So here's the setup. My very first job, fresh out of college, was a junior sales rep. Wide-eyed, underpaid, and tragically optimistic. Translation, I sat at a desk all day cold calling strangers who absolutely did not want to hear from me, all while being micromanaged like my $15 an hour decisions could make or break the entire company. The company? Imagine a beige office with zero personality, fluorescent lights that hummed like they were also mourning their life choices, and a sales floor that felt like a low-budget Wolf of Wall Street. Minus the fun, plus the desperation. My job was basically to beg people to send me a statement so we could review it and try and save them some money. From a company I barely understood, using a script that was written by someone who clearly hadn't spoken to another human since 1980. And every time someone actually showed any sign of interest, I would then have to somehow pretend like I knew what I was talking about. Then bingo, I got a solid lead. Sounds like we can save them a ton of money. Then, those magical 7 words.
Best price, very, very cheap, big discount.
Any thought of applying a discount had to go through the sales director, who was barely holding on to any sanity in life that he had left. I mean, no wonder, because the CEO would pull up in his Lamborghini at 11 a.m. every day, and he'd be having a bad day every day, and he'd just walk straight into this dude's office, door wide open, start screaming at the guy, "Why are we below targets? I want a detailed action plan from every rep, and I want it done today." Followed by him coming into the sales pit, letting us know there's a new spiff to whoever hits quota by the end of the week gets an extra $100. Geez, thanks, bro. The rest of the team are at 10% of quota and seems pretty motivating. Imagine what any of us would do with that extra $100. Anyways, that was my cue to go to lunch. On the way to the break room, I'd start to smell this vile, rancid stench that smelled like a concoction of every ethnic dish mixed with some gasoline and then set on fire. Yup, no thanks. Maybe I'll go chat up the office baddie and see if I can get at least a girlfriend out of all this. "Hey, how's it going? You busy today?" "Yeah, sweet. She didn't do that last week, so she's definitely into me." Next stop was IT. "Hey, Brian, I need a new keyboard because I got..." "Brian? Brian? Oh my God, what the hell is that?" "Oh, Brian, man, you ain't looking so good. When's the last time you got a break, man?"
I haven't slept in 3 days.
Jesus. Look, at that point, I didn't know whether to just call HR, a priest, or just clock out for the day and never return. But nope, I had to get back to my desk where the phones were still ringing, my quota was still laughing at me, and that one jacked and cracked coworker, Chad from senior sales, was yelling,
"Just grind it out harder! Grind it out harder, bros!"
from across the floor like we're in a protein powder commercial. And then came the daily huddle, aka a grown-up version of detention where everyone stands in a circle while the manager reads off numbers like it's a funeral of our dignity.
"Okay, team, we're currently at 17% of our goal for the quarter, but if we all push just a little harder..."
"Sir, push what? Push where? Push off a cliff?" And of course, there's always that one rep who's somehow at 300% of quota by week 1, spends the rest of the day spinning in their chair playing fantasy football, and still gets praised like they just discovered fire. Meanwhile, I'm sitting there praying someone answers the phone just to yell at me. So at least I can feel something. But hey, it wasn't all terrible. I mean, sure, I was slowly losing my grip on reality, but the real turning point, it came during one of those forced culture building meetings, you know, where the manager bursts in like they just snorted a line of LinkedIn quotes, holding a whiteboard like it's Excalibur and goes,
Guys, what if we were the product? Go sell yourselves.
"Sir, this isn't a TED Talk. It's Wednesday. My inbox has 87 unread emails. I've microwaved the same sad pasta 3 times and still haven't eaten it. And I'm pretty sure I just saw Brian in IT crying in the supply closet again." And then they hit us with the big motivational push.
Remember, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Yeah? Well, I also miss 100% of the commissions because this company has never once explained how commissions actually work. That's when I knew I was done. So I quit. Dramatically. Well, I mean, sort of. Okay. I sent an email at 4:59 p.m. on a Friday and then ghosted the group Slack like I was in witness protection. My only regret was not stealing the good office chair. So listen, if you're working a job that feels like a social experiment, just know you're definitely not alone. We've all been there. Just try not to make eye contact with Brian in IT. He's still running on fumes and Monster Energy. Anyways, thanks for letting me emotionally purge. If this reminded you of your own workplace trauma, go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, and tag that one coworker who needs to hear this, or at least if they need a hug.